Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we're taking a look at an e-bike from Velotric. This is the first time Velotric has added a mid-drive motor to their Discover lineup. This is the Discover M. We're going to test ride it, review it, share with you the specs and features, hopefully getting you a little bit closer to your next decision on an e-bike. Let's get into it. The Discover M is going to come in a step-through version only and has two color options, platinum silver and olivine green. You also have two frame sizes to choose from, a regular and a large. For the regular size will be 5'2" to 5'11", and the large frame will be 5'9" to 6'7". This is the platinum color in the large frame, and let me show you what it looks like for a 5'9" rider. Bring that seat down all the way, and that's what it's going to look like. For a 6'7" rider, we'll bring it up as high as it goes. And that's what that's going to look like for a 6'7" rider. Now we'll bring it down to my height, which is right about here. And for reference, I'm 5'11", and this is what it looks like, me sitting on this bike. So now let's go inside and take a closer look at some of the specs. The bike weighs 60 pounds and has a max payload of 440 pounds. Comfort Max has been redefined for the Discover M. Not only do you get an air-filled front suspension fork with rebound adjustment, you get a super comfortable saddle, and now a suspension seat post comes standard on the bike. Out of the box, the top speed is going to be 20 miles per hour, but now you can go in and switch the class of the bike on the fly while riding by simply pressing one button. You can switch between Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3. There's even a custom class you can create if you want to unlock the bike to 28 miles per hour. Tektro hydraulic disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. And you can see how this bike stopped during our brake test in wet conditions. The removable battery is nested to the top of the down tube. It's 48 volts, 16.7 amp hours, 801.6 watt hours. It's IPX7 and certified UL 2271, and you can charge it on or off the bike. To charge it on the bike, just flip up this tab and charge it right here. And to charge it off the bike, you're just going to insert your key, turn it. That's going to pop the battery right out. Up here at the top, you're going to have a little handle for carrying. Down here at the bottom, you'll have a battery strength indicator. And right here is where you're going to charge it. That's what the bottom of the battery looks like. To reinstall it, just rest it back in the down tube, snap it into place, and remove your key. Simple as that. And you'll charge it with the supplied 48 volt, 3 amp fast charger. You're going to have tail lights that are also brake lights and turn signals left and right. And when the lights are off, the brake lights still work. You're going to have metal fenders front and rear. Also included is this rear rack. And the rack's also designed to be used with the MIC HD accessories. You're going to have one of Velotric's Comfort Max seats on this bike. It has a nice width to it, and it's very comfortable when you're riding. It has this really nice memory foam to it. And if you look underneath the seat, you're also going to have these springs that add to the comfort. And if you get this bike dirty, it's not a big deal because the bike is IPX6 rated and the battery is IPX7, which means you can wash it and power wash it, no problem. Included is also some decent security. Not only do you have Apple Find My, but now you have Android Find My Hub as well, and the ability to set up an NFC card, so the bike needs to be unlocked with the card before it'll take off under power. Velotric says you're going to get 70 miles of range throttle only and 95 miles of range with pedal assist. I'm sure that's going to be in pedal assist level 1 on flat ground with a light rider. You're going to have these really sharp Kenda tan wall tires. They're 27.5 by 2.4 inches wide. They're puncture resistant, but they have this smooth but medium tread that worked out really well on some of the slippery surfaces. The bike system is going to be UL 2849 certified, and the battery is UL 2271 certified. Plastic pedals with reflectors and a single-sided chain guard. And it's always nice to see a Shimano Cuse derailleur. You have a couple mounting points on both sides up here at the front, more than likely for a front basket. And down here you can mount a water bottle or a bike lock, so you'll be able to customize your bike how you like it. On the left side of the handlebars, you're going to have your front brake, control pad, and thumb throttle. On the right side, you'll have your rear brake, 9-speed Shimano trigger shifter, and a bell. You'll be extremely comfortable riding with these handlebars. They're really swept back very nice. They have these nice rubber grips on them with a flat spot to rest your palms, and they lock to the inside so they don't move at all when you're riding. You're going to have air-filled suspension with 80 millimeters of travel, lockout, and rebound adjustment. The Discover M is going to have Velotric's VeloCore mid-drive motor with 48 volts, 500 watts, 960 watts at its peak, and 100 newton meters of torque. And the Discover M did very well on our hill climb test. Not only are you going to have a torque sensor, but you're also going to have a cadence sensor with Velotrics sensor swap technology. On the left side of the handlebars will be your control pad. At the top is going to be your power button. These two arrows are going to be for your turn signals left and right. You have the M button here, which enters into menu items. That changes what pedal assist level mode you're in, and it also doubles as a headlight and walk mode. And down here at the bottom is going to be your back button. You're going to power up the bike by long pressing the power button at the top of the control pad. Once powered up, you'll see things like your battery strength, the time. Over here to the left side, you're going to see what class the bike is in. You have class 1, 2, 3, and custom mode. To the center, you're going to see your speed, and over here to the right hand side is going to be your pedal assist level, and you'll change it by using the plus or minus button on the control pad. You have Eco, Trail, Sport, Boost, and Auto mode. Just below that, you'll see if you're in a torque sensor or cadence sensor mode. If you press the left arrow, you turn on your left turn signal, and if you press the right, you turn on your right. Just press the same button to turn it off. If you hold your plus button down, you'll turn on your headlight, and it indicates right there. To turn it off, just hold it down again. If you long press the minus button, you'll put the bike into a walking mode. And down here at the bottom, if you quickly press the M button, you'll see different information. For example, your trip distance and trip time, estimated range, average speed, motor temperature, controller temperature, CO saved, max speed, odometer, total time of ride, cadence and calories, ride power and bike power, your heart rate and average heart rate, and back to your trip distance and trip time. To get into the advanced settings, you're going to long press the M button. It may be hard to see the white type with this yellow bar, but in person you can see it just fine. Our first menu item is speed limit. Here's where you can change the different classes of the bike, class 1, 2, 3, or custom. We went in and made our custom setting 28 miles per hour pedal assist and 28 miles per hour throttle only. You'll have cruise control. We turned cruise control on. It's nice to have it. Just below that, you have sensor swap. Here's where you can switch between a torque and cadence sensor. You could also do it in the app and by holding down the M button while riding. Under the experience, we're going to keep that on smooth, but you can up it to turbo. We're going to keep it just the way it was out of the box. Clear trip data. We're not going to clear that, but you could if you're going on trips. NFC card. This is nice. Here's where you're going to bind the NFC cards. Someone can't just come over and turn the bike on and take off. They're going to need to have that NFC card to turn it on. Connect to app. Definitely download and install the Velotric app. There's a ton of cool features and options. You're also going to have firmware updates and a bunch of different things. Make sure you download that app. It's very useful. You're going to have Find My. So not only do Apple users have the ability to use Apple Find My, but now Android users can use that technology as well with Android Find My Hub. Heart Rate Connect. Certain compatible devices can connect and monitor your heart rate. Rear light mode, here's where you can change between 1, 2, and 3. There's going to be 3 different modes that you can change that tail light and different functions it can do. I really like when that back light is flashing, and that's how I set mine up. Turn signal clicks. If you don't like the sound of the turn signal clicks, you can turn it off. I like it because it makes sure I know if I left my turn signal on. Auto lights is nice because the lights will come on and off depending on whether it's light or dark out. Screen brightness. Here's where you can change the screen brightness. I dropped it all the way down to 1 just so it's a little bit easier to see as we're going through the settings, but you can turn that all the way up to 5 or even auto mode. We'll keep it at 1 for now. Auto power off. Here's where you'll be able to change how long the bike stays powered up before it goes to sleep. We just put it on 30 while we're doing the video. Sensor calibration, we're not going to touch that. Ride tuning. In ride tuning, you can change what each pedal assist level is doing. Eco, trail, sport, boost. You can change the max torque, the assistance, the assist start. So much control under ride tuning. It's a really great addition, and it gives you a ton of flexibility to adjust each pedal assist level to do exactly what you want. Throttle sync. You could choose whether you want a different speed for each pedal assist level, or if you want the throttle to shoot right up to max speed when you press it. Time setting, there's where you'll be able to set the time on the clock. And last but not least is going to be your version information. You won't be able to make any changes there, but you'll see what version you're on for your display, controller, battery. So some pretty important information there as well. So make sure you go in, change those settings, have a little bit of fun, and customize your bike the way you want it. So if there are any specs or features that I didn't mention here today that are important to you, check out the Velotric website for more detailed information. Okay, this is an exciting day because today we're taking out the Velotric Discover M. So today is a little bit sunnier day than most of the week, so that's nice. I'm really excited to ride this one because it has a mid-drive motor, and yeah, I like the color too. Take a look at that, because it has a mid-drive motor. Really easy to change that back tire now if you needed to. A little bit of sunlight today, that's odd for Rochester, but guess what? We're taking advantage of it. And we're taking out the Discover M. And we are off on the Velotric Discover M. This is a mid-drive bike, and we're going to be putting it to its paces today. We're going to pedal it with no pedal assist on flat ground and see how this bike does, just in case you ran out of power, killed your battery, and just see how it is pedaling this bike. So let's go ahead and drop it down here, bring it down to assist level off. And this is a 9-speed bike, so you're going to be able to get right down into gear 1. I'm going to have to move that up a bit to 2 or 3 so that I'm moving forward a little bit quicker, but up a slight incline, and look at this, I can go down to 1 and just pedal really quick. So that tells me I can make it up a steeper hill with this, just the way that feels on my legs in gear 1. So let's bring it up to 3 and keep going. You'll be just fine on flat ground and up some slight inclines. And those handlebars feel like they're balanced very nicely, and that's really good. You always like to see those handlebars be balanced up front. Don't recommend you ride no hands, just showing you what that looks like. We're going to come out here to the main road, check out the different assist levels. And this is a mid-drive motor, so we're going to increase our gears as we're pedaling. But let me show you something really cool about the different assist levels. Let me find some shade. If you look here, there's different classes for the bike. You're going to have class 1, which gives you 20 miles per hour pedal assist, no throttle. Class 2 gives you 20 miles per hour with pedal assist and throttle only. And class 3 gives you 28 miles per hour and no throttle in class 3. Then there's a custom class that we can make. I've seen it in the settings. We'll go ahead and mess with that afterwards. And then we're going to use our different pedal assist levels. We're going to have Eco, Trail, Sport, Boost, Auto. So that's cool. They have an auto mode on here as well. So let's get going. So I'm pedaling from a stop, no problem. I'm in gear 4. Still no motor assist. We're going to increase our gears gradually as we go. Check out our max speed out of the box. We'll wait for traffic up here and give it a shot. We're going to start off in class 1. That should give us 20 miles per hour pedaling and no throttle. So here we go. All right. Start off in Eco. Put it into Trail and increase those gears up to 6. And we're going to reach our top speed right there. So we shot right up to that 19.8, 20 miles per hour as soon as we started going there. Didn't take much at all. Now we're going to go to our second class, which is class 2. That's going to give us 20 miles per hour pedaling and 20 throttle only. So here we go. Class 2, 17, 20. There's 20. Now let's slow it down. We should have a throttle in class 2. There's 14, 15, 18, 19, and there's 20. So that's class 2. Now we're going to bring it up to class 3, which should give us 28 miles per hour pedaling and no throttle. Here we go. 18, 19, upshift, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I wasn't hitting boost or auto. I was still in trail, but I still got up there. So that's really good. With the mid-drive motor, traditionally you want to downshift before you stop the bike so you don't hear them gears crunching. It's a mid-drive motor. Man, I should have went into boost. I was in trail fighting it out, but we made it up to 28 effortlessly once we switched it to boost. So that's good. Alrighty. Whew. This bike's gonna be fun. So the thing about a mid-drive motor is you want to ride it more like a traditional bike where you upshift and downshift. So as you increase speed, you go to a higher gear, and as you decrease and come to a stop, you drop it down to a lower gear as you're progressively pedaling. Man, there's just so many options on this bike. I can tell when I move my legs, this bike just wants to go. There's a whole bunch of torque here. Let's go ahead and add a custom class to this bike so that we can get our max speed. We're going to want to open up our Velotric app, go into our bike settings. We already have class 1, 2, and 3. We want to turn on custom class right here. And then click on custom class. Now we can bring our throttle limit all the way up to 28. There you have it. Now if we come out here and save those settings, come into the bike now, we have a custom setting. It made it right here. So there's custom 2828. Now we have class 1, 2, 3, and custom. There you have it. We just unlocked this bike to its max speed with the app. Let's come out here and test out that top speed in our custom setting from auto and let's see what we get here. We'll do our 0 to 20 and top speed. We'll know if we unlocked this bike to its top speed, throttle only. So we'll bring that up to auto mode. I think I'm gonna like that auto mode a lot, honestly. We'll probably be using that quite a bit. Okay, now we're gonna see if we unlock the top speed, throttle only. So we're gonna be in custom, and we're gonna increase those pedal assist levels as we go. You go ahead. I could just feel the torque on this bike. I do like that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna check out the top speed, throttle only. Here we go. There's 10. 18. There's 20. It was like 11 or 12 seconds. 22. I'm upshifting to try to get more speed out of it. 25. 25.9. We're showing 26. We're going up a slight incline at 27. And we're going to get to 28 here, folks. 27.7 up an incline. So I'm going to call that 28 because we're going up an incline and we're still moving along. So our 0 to 20 was pretty good. 0 to 28, it's going to take a little bit more time, but we're going to want to downshift. This is a mid-drive motor. It's meant to pedal. You're not getting this bike to just throttle around on it because that's not what this kind of setup is. This is for someone that wants to pedal a little bit, get a little exercise, and ride more like a traditional bike. Let's come off this curb here. Okay. Not bad at all. Okay, let's check out the bike speed to the GPS and see if they're going the same in 77, 88, 99, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. This GPS and bike are matching up exactly the same. So when we hit 28 miles per hour, we were really doing 28 miles per hour. Let's come out here and do a hill climb test. And this is a sloppy, muddy mess out here. Man, I hate when I get my bike all dirty like that. But this is really wet, sludgy stuff over here. Okay, so this is going to be an 18 to 20% grade hill. And we're going to test out the Discover M climbing this hill. And this is where this bike is going to shine. Even though it has a 500 watt motor, this bike's going to have some serious torque. Gear 1, Eco. Let's see if we can make it up this hill with this mid-drive motor. This is like nothing. Wow, look at this. This is absolutely nothing. If I can do it in Eco, that means I can do it in any mode. So Eco, Gear 1, and we're just cruising up it like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's go to a higher gear now, just to make it a little bit more fun. And let's go to auto. I mean, I can pop wheelies up this thing. Okay, let's try it from boost. Gear 4, just moving my legs. This thing's just got so much torque. I mean, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm in Eco, boost, auto. This thing's gonna shoot up this hill, no problem. That's what I mean about a mid-drive motor. You just have a ton of torque. A ton of it. Let's try it throttle only. And see how we do. Here we go. Custom mode throttle only. Up the hill. 500 watt mid-drive motor is on fire. It doesn't matter what mode we're in. Eco, Sport, Boost, Custom, it doesn't matter. We're gonna make it up this hill and we're gonna make it up there easily. We even shot up here with throttle only. So there's a difference, no problem at all. And we're gonna go back through this muddy mess over here again. Wow, it is just soaking wet over here. I don't want to put my feet down because I'm going to get filthy. Okay, here we go. So I have a bad knee, and this is a mid-drive motor, and you wouldn't think those two things go together, but guess what? I really like this bike, and I have no problem pedaling it. As soon as I put anything into the pedals, the torque just takes off. I just like having that power. It's a different feeling experience than it is on a rear hub motor. This thing just gives you instant power. Instant power. We're gonna do a brake test. As soon as we hit this white line with this muddy backpack on it, we're gonna hit our brakes. Each parking space is about 9 foot, and yeah, we got this bike pretty muddy. We'll test it at 20 and then top speed. So let's start at 20 and see how we do. Here we go. 8, 12, 18, there's 20. Okay, 3 parking spaces, and we just came from that sloppy mess, and these brakes aren't squeaking. That's really good. Let's do one at top speed. Here we go. We're gonna come all the way up to gear 9 and get this thing as fast as we can. Coming out here as far as we can. Here we go, 12 miles an hour. 15, 18, 21, 24, 26. There's 27. Woo! Okay. Whoa. All right. 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 spaces at, it was like 27. I think we might have been getting a 28. Whew. So there you have it. We were jamming. Pavement's wet and a pretty strong headwind. This is what my pedaling posture looks like. And you can see I'm sitting straight up. These handlebars have an adjustable stem. I can bring them up, out, forward. I can do whatever I want with them to get them comfortable for my comfort level. So this is perfect the way these are set up. Let me show you the turn radius. This is a 9-foot parking space, and you can see we can turn within it. No problem at all. You're gonna have air-filled suspension up front with rebound adjustment, and we have a suspension seat post to the back. Let's come out here on the semi-rough terrain and see how this bike does. Here we go. We're gonna have to crash through this though. Okay. Let's get a feel pedaling it through the semi-rough terrain. This is a mid-drive motor. There's no effort here, and here's a swampy mess. Okay, we want to get away from that. Let's come over here. Pedaling this bike with the mid-drive motor, you're just gonna fly through this stuff, no problem at all. No problem at all. Let's get a feel for it, throttle only as well. And the throttle has no problem either. So pedal assist or throttle only, you'll make it through this semi-rough terrain, and you'll make it through a lot better because it has a mid-drive motor. And this is a swampy mess over here. So let's go ahead and get to some dry ground. Let's take some hills. Oh boy, it is a slop over here. Oh, there's snow in here and water. It's okay though. This thing just goes. It has no problem. Look at that. Let's get away from here. I mean, there's nothing stopping this bike. I mean, I'm going through everything. I'll tell you what, I'm really glad they have some decent tires on this bike too, because we went on some pretty slippery stuff. You know, this is a cruiser, commuter style bike, but we're gonna take it off-road and show you how versatile it is, because this thing has power, and not only does it have power, it also has great control. This trail is really rough, and going over all these bumps with the roots in it, this front suspension has done a great job. It's air filled, so you can fill it up to your weight and comfort level. And I'll tell you what, this thing's just gliding over these bumps no problem. Plus I have a suspension seat post in the back, so that just makes it more comfortable. Let's get a feel for it off-road. And here comes some really swampy stuff again. We came through here for the hill climb test. It looks like it's going to be slippery and bumpy. So here we go. Put it to the root test. If we can. There's a lot of ice over here, so we'll have to be really careful. Nothing rides on ice. Okay, a little drier over here. And muddy there. Here comes the tough part. And we hit the roots head on, no problem at all. This front suspension absorbed it, no issue at all. I can tell you what, this is really slick stuff, and this bike's doing really well on it. Them brakes are loud. We went through some serious puddles. We got to dry those off, but yeah, we're just jamming through this stuff. My backpack's got a big old mud line on it, but yeah, you can see this off-road terrain, no problem. I could just feel the amount of torque this bike's giving me. Really nice. Drop it down to a lower gear and head up this little hill here. Here we go. Yeah, you just push into those pedals and this bike goes. This is a really nice mid-drive motor. No doubt about it. This motor is great. We're gonna come over here, go throttle only, and see if we can make it up this short but steep incline. And there's just a lot of stuff out here though, so we'll have to be careful too. Okay, here we go. Just too much stuff over here. Throttle only. And yeah, we made it up here. There's a lot of debris down there. You'll be able to shoot up anything. So in our torque sensor setting, we're gonna come up here and go through the different pedal assist levels and see how this bike does in each: Eco, Trail, Sport, Boost, and Auto. And we got it set to our custom class, so here we go. From Eco, we're doing 7, 8, 9. Trail, we're doing 11, 12, 14, 15. In Sport, we're doing 17, 18. 19, 20, and then in boost, we're gonna get it all. There's 22, upshift 25. We'll go into our auto mode, 26, 27, and then there's our 28. So that's the 5 different assist levels. Well pedaling with the torque sensor. Let's check out the 5 different assist levels with the cadence sensor this time. So we'll drop it right down to off, and let's go in and change it over to a cadence sensor. If you hold down the M button, you'll get into your settings, and then you're going to scroll down to sensor swap, click on the M button again, and then we're going to switch it over to a cadence sensor. Hit the M button to save it. Yes, we know we're agreeing to the terms and conditions, and now we're in a cadence sensor mode. You can also get into cadence sensor mode by holding the M button down while riding. Okay, here we go from Eco with the cadence sensor. There's 3, 6, 8, 9. Trail, we have 10, 15, 16. Sport, 19, 21. We're just cruising along, our legs are moving. 22. Boost, 25, 26. And we'll just go up to auto as well. I mean, my legs are just moving. We're not exerting any effort, and we're getting up to the top speed just like that. So there you have it. Progressing through the different pedal assist levels with the torque sensor and with the cadence sensor. With the torque sensor, the bike's going to match your effort, and with the cadence sensor, you're not going to have to exert much effort at all, and the bike's just going to drag you along. So what are some of my final thoughts? The Discover M has to be one of the smoothest mid-drive bikes I've ever ridden. Even when you switch into cadence sensor mode, it's still smooth and rides very comfortably. I like the tires and I like the tread on them. You don't slip on them when you're riding on that wet grass. I like that they're smooth when you're on pavement, and they have a decent medium tread on them when you're riding on slippery and wet surfaces. I like that it comes with fenders and a rear rack, and I like that the rack has the MIK technology, so you could use those accessories if you choose to. I like the fact that the bike is UL certified, because that's actually peace of mind, especially when you're charging and storing it in your home. One of the things I really like about this bike is I can grab it, go for a ride, and not have to worry if it looks cloudy, I think it's going to rain. The bike is IPX6 rated, so it can get wet, it can even get power washed. I like the integrated front light, and I like that it's on the handlebars because it's really easy to adjust when you're riding. I like that they have brake lights, tail lights, turn signals. You can even make them flash and do different things in the settings. I'm really glad to see not only is there Apple Find My, but now there's Android Find My Hub. So it's nice that Android users can use that technology as well. And make sure you download the Velotric app. There's just so much you can do in there, and customization and additional things. That could be a whole video in itself. I like the fact that you can one-touch switch between Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, and a custom class while you're riding. I like that it has Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, and the fact that you can unlock this bike to 28 miles per hour, you should have hydraulic disc brakes. I like that you get an air-filled front suspension fork with rebound adjustment. And I like the fact that it comes standard with a suspension seat post as well. So that's going to wrap this one up for the test ride and review of the all-new Velotric Discover M. And if you're interested in purchasing one, there'll be links in the description for you to do so, along with any available coupon codes. And use that coupon code because you'll save yourself some money at checkout. So like always, thanks for watching. Ride safe. Have fun. See ya.